going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New England Patriots and the Las Vegas Raiders. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. They begin with Henry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Again, it's Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping it for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Back to throw. O'Neal. And the Raiders have got him.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Whitlock. And he will find his man on the outside.
Complete to number 4. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Whitlock. He gets this to Devontae Adams.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a first down to boot. Operating from the gun. Whitlock.
And he's caught downfield. It's Waller. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Darren Waller halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing on first down. Whitlock.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, but I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on second down. O'Neal.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
There he goes left side. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To throw on second down. O'Neal. Complete. It's Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. O'Neal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side, complete. That's Henry. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Slant to Adams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Looking to throw. Whitlock. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Whitlock. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Whitlock. Touchdown Raiders! Devontae Adams with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
On 1st and 10, Whitlock. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route, and he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Whitlock. It's caught here by Adams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Whitlock. Touchdown! Darren Waller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Back to throw. O'Neal.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Operating from the gun. Whitlock. He finds his man. Complete. It's Adams.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
19 more yards. That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitlock to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Whitlock. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted.
Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He hits Adams complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st down, Whitlock. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Berrios now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Throwing on first down. Whitlock. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'll try and throw for it here. He completes it to Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On 4th down, O'Neal.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down.
Off the play fake. O'Neal.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Patriots are able to at least get one score back.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Still comfortably on top, third. Start things here with a 1st and 10.
They start the drive with White, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's a toss right side with White. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They keep it on the ground. White again.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off play action. O'Neal. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time with a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. 2nd and 3.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And here's motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been...
And now here's another interception. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On second down, they'll run with White. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they're trying to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the